All right, guys, welcome. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with one of our students. His name is Curtis. Curtis, if you want to do an introduction here, we are recording a testimonial because Curtis has been crushing it over the past 60 days. You've been selling for about 2 months now, just over 2 months?
Yeah, that's correct.
Cool. Curtis, why don't you give a little intro of who you are, a little bit about yourself, why you got into Amazon? Everybody loves to hear that kind of stuff.
Of course, yeah. So I'm just an electrician during the day, and at night I just usually just watch Netflix and chill out. But realistically, I wasn't doing very much with my time after work, and I wanted to succeed in life down the road, right? So my brother started selling on Amazon, and he works closely with you guys, and he said nothing but good things about you guys. So he's been kind of pushing me towards that in the end, and it worked, and you guys have been amazing.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I know we've been, we've worked a lot with Graham there as well. So I love that, man. I'm glad that you started working with us, and I know you've gotten some pretty epic results. So I'm excited to share a little bit more about what that looked like as well. But first off, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you entered the market into Amazon? Because I know we took a little bit more of a unique approach as you went more into a competitive product to start off. And I know we warned you about that,
Mhm.
but you were passionate about it. And I'd love for you to explain a little bit more about how you found that product and why you picked it overall.
Yeah, so I want to find a product that I was passionate about and actually knew something about, and that's what kept me motivated throughout the whole thing. I knew it wasn't going to be tough and it wasn't going to be an easy product to launch, but the way I found is I figured, okay, I want a certain product for myself, right? And I didn't see that out in the market on, especially on Amazon. So I talked to my friends, they're in the hunting industry, and talked to a bunch of other people in the community and just asked, what would you like in my products? Like, what could we differentiate between the other ones, right? And in the end, we came up with a product, and I'm really happy with it, and it seems to be selling pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And personal experience goes a really long way. And if you can, it's kind of like split testing before you get into the market, like you got real market data and validated that, hey, like this is a good product. And the hunting niche is no joke. There's a lot of big players in it. And most hunters, as you probably know, they go after the big brands.
For sure.
What I loved about your product is you really made it a premium product. At the end of the day, you're also double the price from everybody else, but
Of
the
course.
results are showing, and that's what it really comes down to on Amazon these days. If you have a unique offering, it goes a really long way in being able to produce sales and just consistent sales instead of just flooding money down the drain.
Of course. Yeah.
Cool, man. Awesome. Now, was there anything, would you say in particular about what we taught or what we worked with you on in specific that worked really well for, your first product launch?
It was for sure the PPC that just helped me just through that launch and actually be profitable.
Cool. Yeah, I know. And I'll kind of break it down with you because this was a unique strategy that we came up with together. When we first launched, we did a PPC launch because the cost of good, it wasn't that it was high, but we were selling a pretty premium price product. What did we start at? Like $69.99?
Yeah, it was around there.
Yeah, so pretty high. To do anything outside of PPCs can be pretty expensive. And because your margins were really high, what we did, and I know you can back this up as well, but first thing we noticed was us going after keywords because it was so competitive was just too expensive. And the thing that we picked out was the product targeting campaigns. We were able to take traffic, and that comes to show a good quality product. So we really put a focus on that. And I know, I don't know if you remember off the top of your head here, but when we were looking at your campaigns the other week, do you remember the ACoS of that one campaign that was producing?
Yeah, it was super good actually. I think it was around 16 to 18%.
Yeah, and it had like the majority of sales. Still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and that's awesome. And I think again, that comes to show like having a unique product. You can't sell a bad product through marketing. That's just really what it comes down to. So kudos to you for picking something and really using your network to be able to build that product. Now let's talk more results. After implementing what we had told you and what we worked with you specifically on, mainly the majority was the PPC side of things as well. And building out the product. But what was the outcome? Like, let's talk numbers here. What have you done over the past 60 days? And then if you don't mind, I'd love to see your phone screen there of what you've done over the past 30 days.
Yeah, no problem. Let me just pull this up here. So last 60 days, it's been about 25K in sales.
Cool.
And in my last, it's been majority last month of sales. And here's my screen of basically what I've been coming up with here. I don't know if you
Look
can
at
see
that.
that,
Woo! That's a
but
high price product. 500 bucks, only 7 sales. I love that.
yeah, yeah, it's been awesome.
That's a 16K.
16.61 to be specific. Yes.
Okay, there we go. And we're Canadians as well, so we get the benefit.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love it, man. Congrats. That's awesome. Now, summarizing things here, where do you think you would be if you didn't end up working with us or joining the program as a whole?
Well, I definitely wouldn't be profitable, that's for sure. And I would probably still be on the couch watching Netflix.
Yeah, no, I'm a big believer that anybody can get into Amazon, and I love that you were able to launch something that was that you were passionate about, because not everybody does that. I'm a big believer of, when I first started my first brand, I wasn't passionate about the products. I built passion towards it because I just loved the ability to sell things. So
Of course, yes.
that was for me. And then, last question I have for you, for anybody that is on the fence about joining our program or just chatting with us in general, what would you say to them if they were on fence there?
Just do it. Just go for it. Take the dive. These guys are great. They know what they're doing, and it's the best course out there.
Cool, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the time, Curtis. It's good chatting with you, and congrats to all the money you made.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.